Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Connor. We are back with another One Leeds episode. We are back with more discussion, more discourse about Leeds United. Oh, it's a big day. It's a big day. Are you watching Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, Connor? No, I am not. What are you doing instead, Connor? I'm watching Coventry Ipswich. Yes, everybody, you can join us this evening from 8 o'clock watching Ipswich versus Coventry. The reason behind doing this is because this is a crucial game in Leeds United's calendar. Leeds United's remaining campaign in the Championship as the Tracker Boys go to the I was going to call it the Rico. I don't even know if it's called the Rico anymore. We'll just say the Sky Blue Stadium. They go to Coventry to take on a side who are out of form, who have another home game this season, and if we've been brutally honest, it's probably quite clear that Ipswich are going to beat Coventry. I'm feeling a big win as well for Ipswich tonight, but I have been wrong before, and I hope I am wrong again. But before we start the video, everybody, as I've just got this underneath me, we have merchandise all available. Link in the description below. Well worth it. Cracking quality. We got hoodies, we got mugs, we got hats, we got hoodies. Did I say hoodies before? Maybe I've just rhymed hoodies with hoodies. I think I have. But alongside that, the watch along tonight, if you watch this stream that we're doing this evening, give the video a like, comment under "We Are Going Up." You can either do it on this video this evening or the video yesterday, the first video we did yesterday. Make sure you follow Back4 on Instagram or Facebook. Make sure you do that, everybody. And you have to be subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you will not be considered for this. And you get a free bit of Back4 One Leeds merchandise. It is well worth it. It's bloody free. So join the watch along this evening. Get in the comment section below, say "We Are Going Up," and I will randomly generate from this video or the video the other day and the video the other day and see who the lucky winner is. It's just to save you guys from having to troll back to the other video, but we are going up in the watch along tonight. You will be randomly selected as well, so make sure you do that. Well worth it. Okay, so what's going on with Leeds United this morning? I'm here to give you some news, and Paul Robinson has said that he fears for Leeds United regarding a points deduction. Now, Paul Robinson has said that obviously we've got our Premier League money. We have to owe, 73 million quid back by the summer. And Paul Robinson has sort of lost his mind and started talking about how Leeds are in massive trouble and he fears for Leeds. And it could be comparable to his heyday where we all know what happened there. I think Paul's trying to grab a headline a little bit here. I don't really obviously think he knows the intricacies of Leeds United's financial play. I think he splits a little bit in terms of fandom between Leeds and Tottenham. We know another pundit who does that between Leeds and other clubs. But listen, it is what it is. Shout out to Paul Robinson. But look, I don't think Leeds are going to be in that much trauma, are going to face that much problematic scenes when it comes to the money owed back. We're going to have to pay the money back. We still, if we are in the Championship, have another level of parachute payments to come. We also have the ability to sell some of our assets that will equate to that much money, 100%. So I don't think we're in dire straits. The real question is going to be, can Leeds United build a squad worthy of promotion next season if we do stay in the Championship by selling assets and by using those parachute payments primarily to pay back that 73 million quid? That's going to be the question. What can Leeds United do in terms of squad building next season when we obviously have to get rid of some of our key assets? That's the big question I've got. It's not about us having to pay that money back. It's how are we going to be able to build a squad for next season with that in abeyance as well. So that's something to consider regarding Leeds United. But Paul Robinson, I don't think Leeds United are going to go into financial meltdown and obscurity with this 73 million quid. I think we will be okay. So Everton as well, according to several reports, have given some clarity on Jack Harrison. Or maybe not clarity this morning. Maybe they're a little bit vague on Jack Harrison this morning. Apparently, lots of toffee websites this morning are suggesting that if they were to go down to the Championship, they wouldn't consider getting Jack Harrison at all. Now, this is something we kind of probably could back up. We know that Jack's listen, he's in the Championship, he's produced some decent numbers, a little bit hot and cold, but we all know that as a Championship operator, he's decent. He's very decent and has been part of a top side. So listen, he's done well for Everton this season in terms of consistency and a little bit of momentum. 27 appearances out of 32, I think it is right now, or 28 in 32, which is pretty impressive. I do feel that Dan Juma would be a much better option for Everton in that side, but Sean Dyche tries and tested with Jack Harrison and Dwight McNeil in the Championship. If they were to get relegated, that's obviously not going to happen, in my opinion, anyway. Would they go and sign Jack Harrison? I think that's a big no-no. But apparently, they are very, very keen on the Englishman if they stay in the Premier League, which is good news for Leeds United. Jack Harrison, what do you think in the comment section below? Would you take him back no matter what next season? Let us know what you think, everybody. Fascinated to hear what you think on Jack Harrison. I'm obviously of the no brigade when it comes to Jack. Okay, next bit of news. Jamie Shackleton. It looks like he's going to be out of favour until the end of the season. And it draws up a bigger discussion of what do we do with Jamie next year. He's a very bit part player. I think his last appearance was in February. And listen, at the start of the season, you thought he's going to have a little bit of a big part to play in Leeds United's relegation survival campaign with that squad that we sort of formulated at the beginning of the season, which was really, really struggling. Cody Drame, Joe Gelhardt, Jamie Shackleton and co. We were thinking Cresswell was going to be our saviour at centre-back. It wasn't a squad that was put together with a lot of sort of credential for promotion, and I thought we were looking the other way, to be honest with you, which was a lot of the basis of the start of season predictions as well. So, Jamie, it's just a goodbye for me in the summer, and it's a right back, and this is where the ecosystem of Leeds United squad development and regeneration is going to be so key, because we've got so many players that are going to be leaving, players who have been at Leeds United for a long time. You look at Cooper and Ayling and Dallas as a collective. Shackleton, obviously Drame. There's going to be players who are out of contract as well. What's going to happen with Joe Gelhardt? You got Somerville, Nonto, Rutter, and co, whose futures will be in a lot of doubt when it comes to the summer months. Archie Gray as well. There's a lot to consider there with Leeds. There's players out of contract, as I've just mentioned, more than you can think of. Players will probably want to move on. Injury-prone players as well. I know he's been really good recently, but Firpo, naturally, over his career, has not been that dependable. Pascal Strauch is going to miss 10, 12 games per season. We've got to consider a lot in the summer, and that's why we kind of need to get back to the Premier League. The regeneration process isn't always going to be great in the Premier League. You're coming up against world-class operators every single week. If we're looking at Man City, but then at Crystal Palace and co, they've got world-class players all over the pitch, or class players all over the pitch, I should say. And it's ruthless, as we know, but the Championship can also be ruthless, and you've got to be on it, and we've got to be ready. And Leeds United have got to get all this sort of put into place very, very quickly, with obviously paying back the debt that we owe as well. So it's all going to be interesting. It's a very, very busy period, but as we spoke about yesterday, the 49ers have told Daniel Farke that he will be able to keep a lot of his assets, if we do go up to the Premier League, which I guess is good. It means that we're not going to be selling to any of the big boys, which is good news. So yeah, everybody, the main topic of this conversation is obviously Leicester City. Listen, congratulations to Leicester City. I have to say this first and foremost. It's been a bit of banter. I've said a few things, but at the same time, I've always said that Leicester are a quality team with a lot of pedigree, and they should be going up. When you have Ndidi, Mavididi, Fatawu, Jamie Vardy, Iheanacho, Daka, Wout Faes, Vestergaard, Ricardo, all that sort of stuff, there is no way we should really be competing. I don't think there is. That is a Premier League side. So, yeah, I wasn't really bothered about it, to be honest with you. They won the league, and Leeds are falling apart again. I predict a riot, all this sort of stuff. Fair. But it's just continued. And last night, I'm watching a bit of the game, and all I can hear is I predict a riot. Obviously, harking back to when Leeds United played I predict a riot at the end of us beating them 3-1. So yeah, it's a bit of banter, of course, and Leeds are falling apart again, naturally. I think teams genuinely believe this bothers us for whatever reason. Guys, newsflash, we hear it every week. Even when we've probably drawn a game in the Championship, I think Coventry fans were singing we were falling apart again at one stage when they came to Ellen Road. So it's not something that we've not heard before. It's not going to hurt us that much. But I think it's more of the discourse of, you look at what happened with Derby, you look at what happened with other things as well. Derby was a pure reaction to Spygate and Frank Lampard crying about our beloved Marcelo Bielsa, so it was more of a reaction. And I feel like it was, with the Enzo thing at the beginning of the season, this is Enzo who came into the game and said, it's just another game for us. Just another game. It means more to them. And I feel like he was a bit arrogant. It was a bit rude. And I still feel that he shouldn't have said that. And if you look at that game, just isolated, that was really, and the Borough game beforehand, just the downfall of Leicester for that entire period. And as I've said previously, I fully believe if Leeds United just had an increment of the form we had pre-international break, we'd have won the league 100%. Even when you look at Leicester's points total, what we were doing before, I genuinely feel we'd have won the league. So you've got to say shout out to the league winners, because at the end of the day, they fully deserve it. They fully deserve it. But I just think some of the chanting, it's fair play when it's a bit of banter, 100%. But I think there's context, because people keep bringing up Derby and Brentford, and I've heard Brentford before, and Leicester, obviously. But there's a bit of context with that. There is a bit of context, and I feel Leeds have done it as a reaction to a big stimulus, which was Enzo and obviously Frank Lampard's comments. But listen, overall it is a little bit of fun, and I have to say that. But I wonder if they're going to be singing I Predict a Right next season in the Premier League. If so, it does feel like you're forcing a rivalry a little bit, which you're not going to get with Leeds. But yeah, shout out to you Leicester fans, and shout out to Leicester City in general. You've won the league. League winners always fully deserved it, and you've definitely deserved it post-international break. And I'm very, very envious of you. So there you go. But just stop singing about Leeds. It's not doing yourself any favours. Just chant about Leicester and winning the league and all that sort of stuff again. So yeah, guys, been an absolute pleasure. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Join me this evening for Ipswich Town against Coventry. I'll see you in a bit.